8:17. Let's get back to the forecast. And Hermine and Vanessa Murdock has been tracking it all. And what is the latest that people need to know?
Well, the latest is look up, and it's going to be a beautiful day. But if you're at the shore looking out, you know that there's something out there. And that is Hermine, and it's going to cause problems at the coast, especially tonight, more so tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the worst of it, and it could even linger a little bit into Tuesday with coastal flooding issues. So let's go ahead, shall we? Start things off live outside so I can prove to you, if you look up, it's beautiful. 66 degrees, northeast winds at 10. What to expect? It's a nice day on land, but rough at the shore. Coastal flooding, some minor coastal flooding tonight, more significant flooding tomorrow, even into Tuesday during high tide cycles. Also, dangerous rip currents are here to stay at least through Wednesday, if not through Thursday. Here's why. Hermine right now, nearly 300 miles off the coast, still moving east-northeast at 12, but it is expected to make a westerly turn, start moving closer to us. So at one point, it could be about 150 miles off of our coast. We are expecting significant coastal erosion and flooding problems with this storm. So tropical storm warning still in effect until further notice with this system. It's going to sit out there until about Wednesday before it finally gets moving on out to sea. Tropical storm force winds expected right along the coastline, especially tomorrow. And again, that coastal flooding and high risk of rip currents. So here's a look at future wind gusts. 8 o'clock tonight. Notice they're gusting anywhere from 20 to 41 miles per hour off the east end of Long Island. As we make our way into Monday morning, as Hermine strengthens and gets a little closer to us, those gusts will be picking up. 44-mile-per-hour gust down in Lakehurst, 51-mile-per-hour gust in Coram. And then as we head into Monday evening, they stay strong close to that 40-mile-per-hour range. Along the coast, those winds will be prolonged. Out of the northeast, that's going to keep the low tide from happening. So we're going to see coastal flooding. It could pile up, especially at high tide. Significant beach erosion, dangerous rip currents. When are we most concerned for the coastal flooding? High tide tonight could be minor between 10 and midnight. More moderate, possibly major coastal flooding at high tide beginning tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, even into Tuesday. Now, we know right now out there in Monmouth Beach it is looking gorgeous. But, John, let's see who you have out there to talk to us now and what their biggest concerns are. He's with the Mobile Weather Lab.
You know, what's interesting, Vanessa, is as you're doing the forecast, I'm relaying that. I'm yelling out the stats because folks like John Gates want to know. Now, John Gates used to live about a block away. What happened?
During Sandy, we had 3.5 feet of water came through the house, and it was a one-story house. So there was no option of going upstairs or moving anything up. So we lost everything in the house at that point.
So it's painful, a painful memory. What do you look at this beautiful, I mean, just spectacular sea. What are you thinking about right now?
Hopefully it's nothing like that, but we all worry about the tides living down here, and we just hope that they don't come through in any manner more than our typical nuisance flooding that everybody here is used to dealing with.
And then, I mean, you've got wind, too. I mean, you've battened everything down for the wind, but it's really the power of the waves and water, right?
Definitely the water. I mean, the wind, if you get it, you know, look out, but for the most part, it's the water down here coming up from the tides.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the waves.
It's fascinating to talk to. Thank you, John. I mean, the stories of loss and recovery and rebuilding, and look at how popular CBS 2 is. Hey, everybody, wait, hey. I mean, it's a really beautiful day, but these are dangerous waves. So yeah, we're watching very closely that tide cycle because this thing is just going to sit and spin. But you said it, Vanessa. Look at these skies. It really is pretty down here.
Most definitely, John. Now, we're about 3 hours, roughly speaking, away from the next high tide cycle. But again, it's tonight when we actually will start to see a little bit of flooding activity. Tomorrow into Tuesday during those high tides is when we expect it to be at its worst. For today, partly cloudy, guys. 77, really beautiful out there, turning breezy. Northeast winds at 10 to 20. Then tonight, it is mostly cloudy, 66, winds up to 25. Tomorrow, a few showers are possible, mainly east of the city. I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a rain event for us. It is going to be a concern for the coast, and that's it. 79 degrees or high tomorrow. Tuesday, it's 83. We're still concerned with Hermine because she's still loitering off of our coast. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies as many kids go back to school on Tuesday. I know Cindy, Rosa goes back on Thursday. 89 and sunny that day, so it's really going to be heating back up as we make our way through the week.
So good picture-taking weather later in the week.
That's right.
Thank you.